Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back. In this video we're going to continue with the part B learning focus. So in here you'll be given the important algebraic identities. That's up to you however you pronounce, because in maths it doesn't matter. All we need is to understand the maths, not how to pronounce it. Okay, now I hope you guys still remember these identities. I'm not gonna explain the originalities of it and how they were proven to be, because that should be done in classes already. In this video I'm just going to tell you how to do it, actually, like literally do it. Okay, so hopefully you can follow me. I know I will be a little fast paced. The previous video was about the basic identity, whether to prove something is identity or not, if they are, and then you have to find the unknowns and all those stuff. And then here the algebraic identities, that means you have to recite these. These are the common identities, and not really recite it. If you can understand it, you don't have to recite it. So before I continue, do you still remember what this a square means? A square means a times a. Both of them have just one power on top. If the bases are same, inside there's a times, the powers will add up. Okay, does this look like eyes? I don't know, I just thought of it. Same goes for this one, a plus b. The whole thing is one thing, this one square, so you will have two brackets called a plus b, and then you open up, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, and in the end you should be able to find this. Same goes for the bottom one, a minus b in the perfect square. Again, find it and you can do it. As for this one, if this is the case, open up, you will also find this. So it's easier to remember from here, a square minus b square. So the first thing square minus the second thing square, you will have a plus b, a minus b. 1 plus 2, 1 minus 2, like that. Okay, 1 square minus 2 square will be 1 plus 2, 1 minus 2, like that. So how do I do the question? So when the question especially says to use the above identities, that means you need to use this method. There are other methods to do it, of course, but we want to use this method. So first one, do you see something special? 4x minus 2y, 4x plus 2y. So both of them have 4x. Both of them have 2y. And then 1 is minus, 1 is plus, 1 is minus, 1 is plus, and both of them have the same unknown. So we use the first identity, a square minus b square. So first thing plus the second thing, so a plus b. So our first thing is 4x, so it will be 4x, because more than one term, more than one thing inside, so you give a bracket. First thing square minus the second thing square. And then this square is given to both 4 and also the x. When it's given to 4, it will be 4 square. 4 square means 4 times 4, which is 16. Yes. And then this 2 is also given here. So 2 square means 2 times 2, which is 4y square. Now, can we do anything further with it? No, because one is having x square and the other one is having y square. They are not the same. Okay, good. How about the second one? So it's the first, a plus b perfect square. So it's this one, and how do we expand it? Let's try to do it. So this is your a, right? And then this is your b. And in the end you have to make it this way. So your part b will be your a square first, so 2p square plus 2a and b plus b square. Okay, and then make this as the bracket, factorize. So 2 comes here, 2 comes here, so it will be 4p square. 4 because 2 square means 2 times 2. Now how about this? 2 times 2 times 1 over 2 here. So this is the bottom one, so it's divided. So this 2 and this 2 can be simplified with each other. So cancel them out. What is left? Just 2. So it will be 2 pt. How about here? 1, there's no number here, so it means 1. So 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 square, what does that mean? That means 1 over 2 times 1 over 2, which is 1 over 4. So you will have 1 over 4t. And you don't need to write the hidden one. So it's t over 4 basically. This was hard, right? Did I miss something? Yes, that square was also given to the t. So also have t squared there. Good. How about next one? So 1c, what is your a, what is your b? Your a is c over 2, your b is d over 2. And then it's a minus. No need to write this step, of course, these are just for your own reference. And then you have a minus b's perfect square. So you do that. So it will be a first. The a means the first part. Square minus 2 ab plus b squared. Don't worry, your exam won't be that hard. And then this square will be given here and also here, so it becomes c square over 4. And then again it is 2 and 2 is simplified. There's still one more left, but we can't do anything with it, just leave it there. And then again square given to both of them, so it will be d square over 4. Easy. This was hard. Both a, b and d, b and c is hard. A is still doable because it's just 1 plus 1 minus a plus b, a minus b, so you can do a square minus b square. But again square given to both of them. Now just do some practices. So first, both of them have x, both of them has 6, and then one has minus, one has plus. Both of them have the same things, same unknowns, 1 plus 1 minus. So you think of a square minus b square, so which will be x square minus b square. B is your 6, and 6 square means 6 times 6, which is 36. That's it. Same for the next one, 1 plus 1 minus. So you think of a square minus b square. So 4 square minus y square. 4 square means 4 times 4, which is 16. And then just continue. 1 plus e, but this time it's not in order. See, both of the a's are at front. But is this? No. So your first step is to make sure they're in order. So 7q plus 1, 7q minus 1. Then you can continue. So a square minus b square. The square is given to both of them. So 7 square means 7 times 7, which is 49. Minus 1. 1 square means 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is still 1. So you can't do anything. Next, again again plus, again minus. So what can you do with it? So a square minus b square. So 7 square means 7 times 7, which is 49. Continue. Plus and minus. So again a square minus b square. So square is given to both of them. So 2 square means 4. So 4k square. 4 square means 4 times 4, which is 16. Easy. Again. But again, this is not in order. So you have to make sure it's in order. Both st first. And then like that. So a plus b, a minus b. You will have a square minus b square. Square is given to both of them. So it's s square t square minus 9 square means 9 times 9, which is 81. Continue. Is it in order? Nope. So you have to change it into order first. Alright, so a plus b, a minus b. So in the end you will have your whole a square minus b square. So can you help to fill in? A means the first thing, which is s square. B means the second thing, which is 12 square. So this square will be given to this directly. So we have s2, s2. In total we will have 4 of them. And then 12 square means 12 times 12, which is 144. Let's continue. Are they the same? No, and they are not even having same things. Not one is having minus, one is having both of them as negatives. So how do we do this? What we can do here is see if there's anything common. Now both of these have the negatives, so you can give the negative out and leave everything else there. This one no change, of course, but this one, because we take out the negatives out only from this side, so if you take out negative from this one, you are just left with 6k. If you take out the negative from this one, you are left with positive 5h, because negative is gone. So now you will see a minus b, a plus b. So you will think of a square minus b square. Am I correct? No, I need the bracket. And then what do I have? 6 square means 36k square, and then 5 square means 25h square. And then I give back the brackets, so it will be negative 36k square, negative negative 25 positive h square. Next, so make it in order, 3s square first, right? So 3s square plus 2s, 3s square minus 2s. 1 is plus, 1 is minus, a plus b, a minus b. So you will be doing a square minus b square. Now I'm doing this way, but then I will let you know what is wrong or what can be done later on too. So this square is given here, it's also given here. So 3 square means 9, and then s 4, because 2 times 2 here. And then 2 square here, so which means 2 times 2, which is 4. Is this done? Well, technically it's done, because the question asks you to do the expansion. Expansion means there should be no bracket. But if the questions gives you to simplify, that means make this thing look easier, then this will not be the end. Then you will have to take common something out and then do further steps. But now you don't have to, of course. Okay, expand, so no brackets in the end. That's it. How about this one? A plus b perfect square. So what is that thing? A plus b perfect square, where you will have a square plus 2ab plus b square. That is one way. Or let's do an easier way, because the question did not ask you to do the perfect square method, right? Do you remember what is a square? A square means a times a. So p plus 10 square means p plus 10 times p plus 10. And then open up the bracket. This goes here, it also goes here. This goes here, it also goes here. So p times p, you will have p square. P times 10, you will have 10p. 10 times p, you will have 10p. 10 times 10, you will have 100. And then is there any like terms? Like terms means having same unknowns. Yes, these two. So you do that. P square. And then 10 plus 10, you have 20p. Let's continue this one as well. I will do few questions like this and a few questions using the above method. So 6 plus q, because there's a square on top. Oops, no need to write square again. There's already there. It's already doubled. And then you give this 6 to both of them, You give this q to both of them, So 6 times 6, 36. 6 times q, 6q. Q times 6, 6q. Numbers first. And the q times q, q square. Okay, and then any like terms? Yes, they both have q's, so you can combine them together. 36 plus 6 times 6, 6 plus 6, 12q plus q square. So do you see any pattern? The middle one is always 2 times all the numbers, 2 times everything. 2 times 10 times p. 2 times 10, 20, and then there's a p. Same here, 2 times 6 is 12, and then there's a q. Then the first part is p square. The second part is 10 square. 10 square means 10 times 10. Same goes here. The first part is 6 square. The second part is q square. But in the middle, that is the most important, and that's the point where students get confused as well. That's why I always suggest to do the whole opening first. How about this? It means 13r plus 1, 13r plus 1. And then open up the bracket. This goes here, it also goes here. And then this goes here, it also goes here. So 13r times 13r. Numbers with numbers first. 13 times 13, 169. And then r times r, r squared. So 169 r squared. 13r times 1, you have 13r. And then 1 times 13r, you have another 13r. Then 1 times 1, you have 1. Any like terms? Yes, they are the same. So 169r squared plus 26r plus 1. Let's continue. And in this one, r minus 9 squared. So do you want me to continue this way, or shall I start with the... I'm not really gonna do the bottom parts. It's not so appropriate questions. I mean, it's beyond our level, right? You can still do it. Try on your own. If you don't get it, you can ask me on WhatsApp, but I'll just do until J in this video. The next I'll continue in another video. So it's minus, so I'll do 1 minus as well. So r minus 9 square, r minus 9 square. So, oops, why do I have a square here? You don't need it. There's already a square. Square means it's times with itself. This goes here, this also goes here, and then this goes here, this also goes here. So r times r first, r squared. R times negative 9, you have negative 9r. And then negative 9 times r, negative 9r, negative 9 times negative 9, 81. Any like terms? Yes, so you combine them. And what do you get? So r squared, no change. Negative 9 minus 9, negative 18r. Easy? Easy, 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 easy. Same goes for this. 8s minus 1, 8s minus 1. Open up. This goes here, it also goes here. This goes here, it also goes here. 8 times 8, 64, and then s times s squared. Minus 8s, minus 8s. Negative 1 times negative 1, negative 1 is positive. 1 times 1. And then any like terms? Yes, yes. So you will have 6s squared, no change. Negative 8 minus 8, negative 16s plus 1. So these are the 5 questions. And then the rest of the 4, please pause the video, try to do on your own first. Then, even for these one, erase it and try to do on your own first. You can't get help every time in exams. So how do I do this one? This is same as this one. This one is same as these ones. It's almost all of them are same. So you do the steps, open up it, and then calculate it, and then you'll find it. It's always basically 2 times first, and this is the last one in the middle. So how about this one? A minus b squared. I want to use this method now. A squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So it will be a squared. A squared means the first thing. A squared minus, because it's minus here, 2ab plus b squared. No need to see whether it's positive or negative in the end. So it will be t squared. What's our a? What's our b? Minus. And then 2 times 18 is 36t. 18 square is 324. If I'm wrong, please let me know, because I'm not having calculator with me. Okay, next. So a plus b square, right? So you will have a square plus 2ab plus b square. So a square plus 2ab plus b square. Our a is this and b is this. So a square plus 2ab plus b square. So square is given to both of them. So 3 square means 9. 9w square. And then here 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 8, 48w. Then 8 square means 8 times 8, which is 64. Next, so a plus b square. So you will have a square plus 2ab plus b square. A is 5, b is 4u. So 5 square means 5 times 5, which is 25. And then 2 times 5, 10. 10 times 4, 40u. And then 4 square means 16u square. And then, so again, a minus b square, right? So it will be a square minus 2ab plus b square. So a square minus 2ab plus b square. So 2 square means 2 times 2, which is 4. And the 2 times 2 times 7 will be 4 times 7 will be 28x. And the 7 times 7, 49x square. Square is given to both of them, that's why. Okay, so I'm just ending the video here. The rest I will do it later. I'll start the unit 2 first, and then for unit 1 further questions ask me on WhatsApp directly.